We have studied resistance, leakage reactance and impedance of transformer. In our discussion so far, we have represented these parameters in ohm. However, in practice, these are represented in per unit or percentage. In this video, we will learn what is per unit resistance, leakage reactance and impedance of transformer, and how can we calculate the regulation of transformer using per unit or percentage impedance. Let us now see what is the difference between actual voltage drop and percentage voltage drop because of impedance of transformer. So for that, let us consider two transformers, transformer A and transformer B as shown here. Now in this case, both the transformers are of 1 kVA. Rating of transformer A as well as transformer B, it is 1 kVA, and their terminal voltage, that is secondary terminal voltage of both the transformers, it is 100 volt. Now if the question is the quality of which transformer is better, A or B, you can say that transformer B is better as compared to A, because the equivalent impedance of transformer as referred to secondary in case of transformer B, it is 0.8 ohm, whereas in case of transformer A, it is 1 ohm, and therefore voltage drop in Z02 of transformer B will be less than the voltage drop of transformer A. But in this case, we can directly compare these ohmic values of Z02 because the rating of two transformers, it is same as 1 kVA. But if it is different, we cannot use these ohmic values directly to judge the performance of transformer. Let us see how. So in both the transformers, we can calculate the secondary full load current. So what is the secondary full load current I2? It is kVA rating, that is 1 into 1000 divided by secondary terminal voltage V2, that is 100. So it is equal to 10 ampere. So in case of transformer A, secondary full load current I2, it is 10 ampere, and in case of transformer B also, secondary full load current, it is 10 ampere. Now let us see the voltage drop that will occur in transformer A and in B. So in case of transformer A, the voltage drop at full load because of impedance Z02, it will be I2 into Z02. So I2 is 10 ampere, Z02 is 1 ohm, and therefore voltage drop is 10 volt. And as the secondary terminal voltage is 100 volt, if you calculate the voltage drop in percentage of V2, that is 100, so it will be 10 upon 100, so it is 10% of V2. So you can say that in case of transformer A, the voltage drop because of impedance is 10% at full load, and therefore we can say that Z02, it is equal to 10%, or 10 divided by 100, that is 0.1 per unit or pu. So instead of expressing the impedance in ohm, I can express it in percentage or in per unit. Now let us see the voltage drop at full load in case of transformer B. Again it is I2 Z02, but in this case Z02 is 0.8, and therefore voltage drop will be 8 volt, and again if it is expressed as a percentage of V2, it will be 8% of V2. So in case of transformer B, we can say that percentage impedance is 8%, or it is 0.8 per unit. Percentage impedance Z02, it is 8% or 0.08 per unit. So you can compare the performance of transformers A and B from these percentage values. In transformer B, impedance is 8%, whereas in A it is 10%, and therefore definitely transformer B is better as compared to transformer A. But these ohmic values we cannot directly use to judge the transformer if KVA ratings of transformers are different. Let us consider one more transformer, that is transformer C. Now in this case also Z02 it is 0.8 ohm, but the difference is in this case KVA rating it is 2 kVA. So if KVA rating is 2 kVA, what will be the secondary full load current I2? So secondary full load current I2, obviously it will be 20 ampere. So in transformer C, I2 is equal to 20 ampere, and when this 20 ampere current flows through Z02, the voltage drop that will occur in transformer C, it will be 20 into 0.8, that is 16 volt, which is nothing but 16% of V2. So if you want to express the impedance of transformer C in percentage, then it will be 16%, or it is equal to 1.6 per unit. And if you compare the ohmic values of impedance of transformer C and transformer A, we cannot directly judge its performance, because the rating of transformer A is 1 kVA, whereas rating of transformer C is 2 kVA. But if you compare the percentage impedance of transformer C and transformer A, you can easily judge the performance. You can say that transformer A it is better as compared to transformer C. Why? Because percentage impedance of C is 16%, whereas percentage impedance of A it is 10%. And therefore the conclusion is, when the circuit parameters, that is resistance, leakage reactance and impedance, when these parameters are expressed in ohm instead of percentage, if they are expressed in ohm, then these parameters apply to the particular transformer only which is being considered. Means we cannot judge the performance directly by comparing the ohmic value of two transformers, because the ohmic value applies to that particular transformer only, and therefore in practice all these circuit parameters, that is resistance, reactance and impedance, are expressed in percentage or in per unit. So in practice it is very convenient when the impedances or resistances and reactances, these are expressed in percentage, then the calculations will become very simple, and that's why we have to learn what is percentage resistance, percentage leakage reactance and percentage impedance of transformer. Let's first see what is per unit resistance voltage drop in transformer. So for that, let I1 full load, it is full load primary current. Similarly, I2 full load, it is full load secondary current. Now let V1, it is rated primary voltage, and V2 it is equal to rated secondary voltage. Now we have to write the voltage drop in transformer due to its resistance as a fraction or percentage of terminal voltage. So if you refer the primary side, what is the current on primary side at full load? It is I1 full load. And what will be the voltage drop in resistance if we consider the equivalent circuit referred to primary? It will be I1 full load into R01. Or the same voltage drop if we refer the circuit to secondary side, then it will be I2 full load into R02. Here R01 and R02 are equivalent resistances of transformer as referred to primary and secondary, but these values are in ohm. Now, if you want to express this as a percentage of rated voltage, then this primary side voltage must be divided by V1 and secondary side voltage must be divided by V2. So, this is nothing but full load voltage drop due to its resistance as a percentage of its rated voltage, and therefore, this per unit resistance voltage drop, it can be written as full load current on primary side multiplied by equivalent resistance referred to primary divided by rated primary voltage, or it can be written as full load secondary current into equivalent resistance referred to secondary divided by rated secondary voltage, and therefore, per unit resistance voltage drop, it can be written as I1 FL into R01 divided by V1, or it is equal to I2 FL into R02 divided by V2. So, this per unit resistance voltage drop, it is called as per unit resistance of transformer. So, it is also called as per unit resistance, that is RPU. So, this I1 FL into R01 upon V1 or I2 FL into R02 upon V2, it is nothing but resistance of transformer in per unit, that is RPU, or if you want to express it in percentage, then it must be multiplied by 100, then you will get percentage resistance of transformer if RPU, if it is multiplied by 100. Let us now see what is per unit leakage reactance and per unit impedance of transformer. So, the per unit leakage reactance, it is the voltage drop because of leakage reactance, that is I1 full load into X01, and it is to be divided by V1, so that it is expressed as a percentage of rated voltage. So, I1 full load into X01 divided by V1, or I2 full load into X02 divided by V2. It is nothing but the leakage reactance of transformer in per unit, that is XPU. Similarly, you can write the expression for ZPU. ZPU, it is I1 full load into Z01 divided by V1, or it is also equal to I2 full load into Z02 divided by V2. So, in this way you can determine what is XPU and ZPU if X01 and Z01 in ohm are known. Now, let us see the expression for voltage regulation. So, we have already studied in previous videos that voltage regulation can be approximately written as I1 full load into R01 into cos phi plus or minus I1 full load into X01 into sin phi divided by V1. So, the same equation can be written as I1 full load into R01 divided by V1 multiplied by cos phi plus or minus I1 full load into X01 divided by V1 into sin phi. But what is I1 full load R01 upon V1? It is nothing but RPU. And what is I1 full load into X01 upon V1? It is nothing but XPU. And therefore, percentage regulation, it can be written as RPU into cos phi plus or minus XPU into sin phi. So, here RPU is resistance of transformer in per unit, XPU is leakage reactance of transformer in per unit, and cos phi, it is power factor of load. Now, you know that here we use plus sign for lagging and unity power factor loads, whereas the minus sign here it is used in case of leading power factor loads. Now, let us see how to calculate the resistance and leakage reactance of transformer in ohm if its value in per unit is known. So we have seen that RPU is equal to I1 full load into R01 divided by V1, and here this R01 it is in ohm. So if you want to calculate R01, you have to multiply this RPU by V1 and you have to divide it by I1 full load. So you can calculate R01 as RPU into V1 divided by I1. Here I1 is the full load primary current, or it can be calculated as RPU into V2 divided by I2. Again I2 is full load secondary current. Similarly, X01 in ohm, it can be calculated as XPU into V1 divided by I1, or it is equal to XPU into V2 divided by I2. So these expressions are useful if you want to calculate the resistance and leakage reactance in ohm if the values are known in per unit. Let us now solve one example. A transformer has 4% resistance and 6% reactance drop. So as the resistance drop is 4%, the resistance of transformer in per unit RPU, it is given as 0.04, and as the reactance drop is 6%, XPU, it is equal to 0.06. Find the voltage regulation at full load, 0.8 lagging, 0.8 leading and unity power factor. So in first two cases cos phi, it is given as 0.8 and therefore sin phi it is equal to 0.6, whereas in part C the power factor cos phi it is unity, that is 1, and therefore sin phi it is equal to 0. Now we can calculate regulation of transformer at 0.8 lagging power factor using RPU cos phi plus XPU sin phi. So substituting the values, that is RPU is 0.04 into cos phi is 0.8, XPU is 0.06 into sin phi 0.6. So solving this, the regulation is 0.068 or it is 6.8 in percentage. Now we can calculate the regulation at 0.8 leading power factor. So in this case you can note that here this sign it will be negative because as the power factor is leading. So again substituting the values of RPU, then cos phi, XPU and sin phi, we will get the regulation as minus 0.004, or in percentage it is minus 0.4%. And now we can calculate the regulation at unity power factor. Now in this case I will have to use the plus sign because the power factor is unity. Again substituting the values of RPU, then cos phi, XPU and sin phi, I can calculate the regulation. So it is equal to 0.04 or it is equal to 4%. So in this way you can calculate regulation at different power factors using per unit resistance and per unit leakage reactance of transformer. In this video we have studied the resistance, leakage reactance and impedance of transformer in percentage or in per unit. Now it is very important to determine the performance of transformer through various tests. From our next video we will see different tests which are to be performed to determine the performance of transformer. Thank you.